Okay, Salwa. We're gonna read a story. The level
Okay.
is starter level, yeah, like 0 level. The story is
Alissa.
called Alissa. Uh, C.J. Moore wrote it. So written by C.J. Moore. Okay, let's go to the first page. Yes, can you read, please?
Alissa is reading.
Mhm.
Her father called to her.
Sorry again.
Called, her father calls to her.
Mm.
Alissa, Alissa.
Mhm.
Alissa runs to the door.
Okay, wait. So Alissa is reading. Where is Alissa? This is Alissa.
Yes,
This girl is called Alissa.
yes.
What's this girl called?
Alissa.
Alissa. What is she doing?
She is reading a book.
She is reading, yeah? We can see she
Yeah.
is sitting and she has a book and she is reading. So Alissa is reading. And what does her father do?
Her father calls to her.
Her father calls to her, Alissa, Alissa, right? So where's
Yes,
her father? This is her father, look.
yes.
Who is this?
This is her father.
This is Alissa's father.
This is Alissa's father.
And what does he do?
She, he is,
He
he is,
calls her, calls to her.
he calls her.
So
Alissa, Alissa.
he calls to her, Alissa, Alissa. Yes, meaning he calls Alissa, Alissa to her. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Alissa runs to the door.
Okay, Alissa runs to the door. So look, Alissa is reading here. Now,
Yes,
when her father calls her, she runs to the,
door.
this is a door, yeah? This is the door of the
Yeah.
house. She runs to
Yes,
the door. Look at
door.
her. She has the book in her hand, right?
Yes.
So she was reading. Now her father calls her and she runs to the door. And then what happens?
And there is a car outside the house. Her father is taking to
Talking,
apartment.
talking.
Her father is talking to apartment.
Okay. So there is a car outside the house. Let's see if there's a car. Yeah.
Yes, it's
So
here.
this is the house
Yes,
and this is a car. So there is a car outside the house. Is the car outside the house or inside the house?
outside the house.
Outside the house. There is a car inside outside the house. Okay.
Yes.
And well, what's her father doing?
Her father is talking to apartment.
So this is the fat man. This is the big man, yeah?
Yes,
And her father is talking to this man, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. What's next? Yeah.
This is Alissa. She reads all day. Her father says the two men laugh.
Okay. So what does her father say to the fat man?
She reads all day.
No, her father says, this is Alissa.
This is Alissa.
So her father introduces her to the fat man. The father introduces Alissa to the fat man.
The
What does the father
apartment.
do?
I don't know how to say.
Her father introduces
Her father introduces
her.
her Alissa
So her
to
father introduces her to the fat man.
her father introducing her to the apartment.
Do you understand?
No.
So when you introduce someone, you say their name. So you say, this is Salwa. You point to them and say, this is Salwa. So look at her father. He's pointing to Alissa, right?
Right.
And saying, this is Alissa. So he is introducing. What is he
Yes.
doing?
Introducing.
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 Yeah. So he is introducing her daughter to the fat man by saying, "This is Alissa." Yeah.
Yes.
And what does she do? He says she
She reads
reads
all day.
all day. Yeah.
She reads all day.
She reads all day. She doesn't do anything else. She only reads and reads and reads and reads. And then what
Yes.
happens? Both of these two men, her father and the fat man, what do?
Yeah.
The two men laugh.
The two men laugh.
Okay. And then what does it say? Go ahead.
Alisa,
Hmm.
her father says, my friend has work for you in the city.
Hmm. So her father says, sorry, my friend, referring to this fat man. So my friend has work
Yeah.
for you. So you are at home, you read all day, you don't work, you don't do anything. So my friend
Yes.
has work for you in the city.
Yes.
And then,
Uh, and there isn't any work here in the village.
so there
Village.
isn't any work here in the village. So you don't do anything. There is no work in the village. My friend has work in the city. You must go with him.
Yes.
What does her father say?
You must go with him.
You, Alissa, must go with this fat man. So this fat man is her father's friend. You
Yes.
understand? So let me quickly make it small. Now you can see the whole thing. This is Alissa reading. And then when her father calls her, she runs to the door. And then the father introduces Alissa to the fat man. And then he
Yeah.
explains, Alissa, there is no work in this village here. So my friend, this fat man, has work for you in the city. So you must go with him. You have to go with him and you work in the city. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. For today, that's all. We will read this story more later on. Okay.
Okay.